Hello everybody and welcome to a Jumputi Heroes news video on the Haikyuu Feature Festival and a little bit more. This is just going to be a quick video going over these characters before we get the full news post. Just so we have a little bit of advanced information. You can see the standard gacha here. It has Kenma, Kuro and Nishinoya. We don't know much about them other than their types being green, blue and red, or at least we're assuming they're green, blue and red. We have the limited banner, Kaigayama and Henata, dual unit. We don't necessarily know whether they're going to be double tap or whether they're going to have some of the other abilities that other dual units have had, like Ryotsu and Lemon having the special guard against an alternate type and stuff. They made the original Henata have barrier pierce, which made sense because he kind of does that in the show. He pierces the defensive lines of the opponents, and they made Kaigayama a sort of like support, frontline support, which again makes sense because he is a setter. So logically, if they wanted to continue that trend, I don't exactly know what this unit would do. I guess it would be some kind of buffer that does boosted damage to like either guard or damage reduction or something like that. But I'm intrigued to see what they're going to do. I don't think it's going to be double tap, but potentially quite interesting. We'll talk about all the other gacha and stuff a little bit later, because the other gacha, there's some other stuff in there that's not Haikyuu related that's kind of mad. We'll talk about that when we get there. The sales packs are pretty much what you would expect them to be. We have the one that gives you a guaranteed one of these 3 units on the first step, and then you get 2 other tickets, 2 other chances to pull these units, and you get 450 rubies spread. All of this split over 3 days, 1960 yen. Very good sales pack. And we also have this one, which is again another standard pack. Rubies, jewels, 5-star ticket guarantees you won those units, but it's a bit more expensive. So pretty standard stuff. This, however, is a new trend that seems to be happening. We got Senku for free during 2.5. We got the Bobobo Dom Patch ticket, which gave you a random one of those 2 characters during the Bobobo event. And now, Kaigayama and Henata, you get to choose one. You get to choose one or the other using this ticket. So very nice. And this seems to be a new trend. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not great. They've kind of aged quite poorly, but it is what it is, you know. If you haven't got these characters, it's still nice. It's still nice. Let's talk about the events. This is the daily event. It seems to be a Tsukishima story event, and you can get yourself some Haikyuu gacha ticket fragments. Interestingly, don't know why it's fragments, but I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see when the event actually comes out. We have the Sugawara story event. This is a story event between Nekoma and Karasuno, and it'll be your chance to farm copies of Sugawara. Kinda neat. Kinda neat. We're actually getting more characters from Karasuno, just not only one of them as gacha. But that's fine. That's fine. And next to him, we have quite a popular fan favorite character, Satori Tendo. To be honest, they've kind of cherry-picked a lot of popular characters for this event. I know there's a few here that you'd say maybe aren't as popular as others, but the standard gacha, the ultimate and the catastrophe definitely were choices of popularity, and I have no problem with that because they are characters that I quite like. Kind of a shame that Tendo couldn't be a catastrophe, but normally when we only get one limited, we only get one catastrophe, so no costume for him. But still, very nice sprite, and be interesting to see what his event's like. We also have our catastrophe, Bokuto. As you know, I was quite looking forward to Bokuto being added. I was kind of nervous that he might be a standard gacha, or even potentially like a limited. I think I may have overestimated the way they have perceived Haikyuu for this event, because they've kind of gone with the safer option of making Hinata and Kaigayama the limiteds, and kind of just going along that line and not straying from putting really popular characters in the gacha and events. So It's fine. It's fine. I'm happy he's there. I'm happy he's a catastrophe. I'm happy he's got an aura costume. And I must beat it. And I must get him to 99 luck. And I want him to be my new 99 luck lead if possible. Next up, we have a Nishinoya story event / legendary event. This event will allow you to farm the Shimizu Legend Summon. We didn't get one during the Bobobo Feature Festival, which was kind of a surprise, but we've got one here. The Bobobo actually got one more character than this event, so in exchange we're getting a Legend Summon in this event rather than in that event. Though the one thing I will say is Bobobo also only had 2 standard gachas, so this has kind of been like a bad trade for the Haikyuu event because the events are a bit more limited. They have sort of found a way around that though, which we'll talk about in just a sec. Next up is Yamaguchi, who is a farmable unit similar to the Lambo stage. I only say Lambo because it's green. He starts a 4-star, he works his way up to 6-star, you farm his special evolver item, which is something we've seen before in a lot of different stages, but Lambo is the one that jumps to mind for me. Next up is a stage where you can farm points, although they're not points, they are volleyballs. You farm the volleyballs and you can trade those in at the store for luxury items. Certain characters will boost the drop rate of the volleyballs. It'll mostly just be Haikyuu characters though. And I wonder if they'd actually put the Nisekoi characters in there. They've kind of been doing that thing with like the sneaky little Easter eggs and little inside jokes. Maybe they'll put the Nisekoi characters in there as well. And this event's quite bizarre. Because this event is sort of like an additional stage on the stage we already had for Toru Oikawa. And this stage is going to give us a catastrophe costume for him, even though, I mean, I don't know what the difficulty is going to be. It might not go up to catastrophe. But this seems to be like a whole new event. You get these like special points things from him, and you can use those to clear missions, get rubies, get a special costume for him, a special stamp. And this is a different Oikawa than the one we have already, sort of. It's the same sprite, it's the same special, and so on and so forth. However, this one is yellow. The one you fight in the stage is yellow. And when you defeat him and you farm enough points, you can get his aura costume. So it's different. We'll see how it's actually implemented when we get a chance to play it. But it's certainly it's something interesting. This is a bit less interesting. We have a standard Unity battle with Wakatoshi Ushijima. I'm still crossing my fingers that they're going to have a tower event and give us like some kind of bonus chance to get him a little bit cheaper or something, because his current price is so high in the tower store. But I wouldn't really get your hopes up for that. All we can really expect is this Unity battle. And it's a standard Unity battle, which means it's going to be a bit of a chore, but worth doing because you get a multi-ticket, you get some jewel fragments and stuff. And I think that's about it from those. I don't know if there's anything I need to show from down here. Here's the stamps. The new stamps we get from this event. And there is the Oikawa one I mentioned before. A little bit more information on Yamaguchi's stage. This is, as I was mentioning before, the volleyballs. You can use these to buy items in the store, including Haikyuu ticket fragments and some other stuff. And the Haikyuu characters boost the drop rate. And there's a little bit more information on the Oikawa event, giving us scrolls, rubies, etc. from special missions. And yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I might be wrong, because I haven't really looked over this properly, if I'm honest. But it appears that this is possibly similar to the Light Yagami stage. Or maybe Light Yagami is not the best example. Light Yagami or maybe the Kyokujiro stage, where you're farming copies of Yamaguchi, and while you're doing that, you're getting these items which allow you to unlock this stage. Again, I have not really read this properly. It could all be speculation, but that's what it appears to be to me. And last but not least, we have this. Now, even if you can't read Japanese, you may recognize at least these 3 symbols from in-game. You may recognize this one as the one we always see for luck, and these ones as the one we always see for passive. So, what the hell is a luck passive? Well, I don't really know, but it appears to unlock special abilities for certain characters. We see attack up, damage reduction up, and skill damage up. So I'm wondering if they're going to make it so that certain characters unlock new abilities when you get them to max luck, thus giving you more of a reason to get them to max luck. And I wonder how that would change things in the future. Maybe they would make characters that are really hard to get to max luck, but if you do it, they're really good. I don't know. Max luck at the moment is still kind of not great. The drops you get extra are only really good on like evolver stages and stuff like that. A lot of, I mean, the crystals are good, they're worth getting. It's just like, it's not a big bonus, you know. It doesn't feel as worth it as as maybe it could. But looks like they're looking at revamping it, so we'll probably get more information on that at a later date. Now within this we also have a rank up event, which is, I believe it's this one. A rank up event. You probably know about the rank up events by now. You collect points and you trade them in at the store, and you level up your rank, and then when you get to the top, you get normally 100 rubies. So we'll probably get like 100 rubies from that. But you're going to need every ruby you can get, because banners are about to get a little bit dirty. What I mean by that is, well, let's take a look. So we have Seiya's birthday. If you don't know, Seiya's birthday is on December 1st, so this banner's going to be coming December 1st. Gold Seiya is not returning. However, 7th Sense Seiya is, and you get a free multi on the 7th Sense Seiya banner. I pray for us all that we can all get him for free. If not, I pray that I can get him for free. But for one day, Seiya will be back, and you'll get a free multi on him. This next banner is a Genkai Battle banner. Yes, Genkai Battle Frieza is returning, and this is a revamped banner to help you defeat him for 2020 units on this. Very nice banner, very nice. And to go with that, your boy Namek Goku. Couple of nice banners. I'm not going to be Frieza anytime soon. Although I did pull Isobe recently, so maybe that was all I was missing, but probably not. We also have a Genkai Battle banner for Ryzen. This banner kind of came back recently, so they've kind of sort of changed it around a little bit, but it's like, okay, fair enough. This, however, is a bit odd. It's a bit odd. Kurapika is going to be countering Ryzen. So, Hiei's gone. To be fair, Hiei was reprinted quite recently, and I'm sure Kurapika is very good for the Ryzen stage. It's just odd to not see the character specifically made to counter the event, countering the event. Speaking of which, you could make an argument Kurapika and Meruem is sort of Kurapika and Ryzen, I should say, not Kurapika and Meruem. Kurapika and Ryzen from different series, but by the same manga artist. In this case, Goku and Vegeta countering Saga. What the fuck? What the fuck? Is this just an excuse to bring back Goku and Vegeta? I mean, I'm sure they help with the stage, because they're good units, but why? You already had a limited to counter it. Even 7th Sensei would have made more sense. He's only coming back for one day. They're going to come back to counter the limited. Oh, the Genkai Battle. I don't get it. But there's a lot of Gatron. There's a lot of Gatron, because it doesn't stop there. You've got the Unity Battle banner, which to me doesn't look that good, but there's a couple of nice units on there. A couple of 2020 units. It's okay. It's okay. I always find it interesting to see the characters that are the wrong type on these banners. It always looks kind of cool. This is where it gets a bit dirty. Countdown banners. if you're not familiar, countdown banners, they always drop before a massive event. Typically speaking, an ensemble event, typically speaking, some kind of milestone sort of celebration. And I think we're all expecting the 1000 days celebration towards mid to late December, which is around when we hit 1000 days, just before Christmas. And then we have Christmas and New Year coming up as well. So I'm expecting a gigantic event, potentially our second Muso character. I'm expecting something huge for this. Something really, really huge. I don't know what, but something huge. And I'm not trying to gas it up like, oh guys, get excited, get excited. I'm literally just saying this is a warning. You see all these bait banners, you see this banner, you see this banner, you see this banner, you see this banner, and you see all the banners before this. These are bait. These banners are bait. What's coming next has the potential to be something you may really, really want. Bear in mind, they have also said they're going to be handing out rubies through special missions over December and all this stuff. They are setting us up for quite a big banner, and I'm guessing it's going to be another Muso, and I'm guessing it's either going to be the Dragon Ball or the One Piece Muso that we have been expecting. So, but just bear that in mind. Spend cautiously. That is all I'm saying. I'm not saying, oh, get excited, do you know, get your hopes up, whatever. I'm just saying, spend cautiously. Do not spend all your rubies without at least considering the fact that a big event could be just around the corner. But other than that, there was one other thing I wanted to touch on, which was this. It's a ticket. It appears to be a choice ticket. It appears to be a limited choice ticket. Now that's just an assumption, but the color scheme they're using and the text they're using indicates to me that this would be a limited choice ticket. But is it? Well, I guess realistically we're not going to know anytime soon. If this is part of the event that follows the Haikyuu, we're not really going to know for at least a few weeks. And there's no banners attached to it right now, as of yet. I thought it might be this banner, and I just misread it, but clearly that is a different ticket. So, I don't know. I don't know. We also have another ticket I forgot to mention, which is from the events mentioned before. And this ticket guarantees you one of these characters. This is a series of characters that are aiming for their nationals. They're gonna win the national tournament. Prevalent theme throughout all the sports manga. It's a pretty common storyline. By the way, low key Hinamaru Zumo, underrated as hell. Underrated as hell. I'll admit the second half of the story after the time skip is like a bit ropey, but there's some really good parts of it. The story at the start is very, very strong. The artwork's very, very strong. Highly recommend it. And it's just a shame that there's not much representation for it in the game. And this banner, apart from the new standard gacha units, is probably not going to be that good. I don't know, but we're going to guarantee 5-star, so potentially a chance to get one of the new gacha units, which is quite cool. And what else do we have? We've pretty much covered everything. There's also these sale packs that give rubies and a choice ticket, which obviously that's an updated choice ticket because it includes 2020 characters, and that is just that banner reworked into a different shape. So I've given you all the information I can give you for now. It's up to you to make the right choice and not spend too frivolously. And I'd like to hear some people's speculation about what some of these things that we have found could potentially be leading up to. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all once we have more information.